The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Where Are They Now Wednesday. It's the week of the week of February the 12th. That's episode 44 here on the Missouri Sports Network on Where Are They Now Wednesday. And a reminder, this is the original. No one else is doing this. It is Playing on Sports and the Missouri Sports Network are your source for what Missouri high school talent does, not only when they're in high school, but when they reach the national stage of the NCAA as well. No one has more information for you than we do. My name is Guy Newcomb, scoreboard guy alongside Kent Mueller. We definitely appreciate you being part of the show today, and we appreciate your attention and loyalty. Hey, and do us a favor. Hey, go to our Facebook page and like us. Go to our YouTube page and subscribe. And send us any comments that you may have, anything you'd like to see us do differently, or maybe we've overlooked someone. I doubt that's the case, but if it is, we want to know. And once again, are you ready? I hope you are, because I'm ready for Where Are They Now Wednesdays with Kent Mueller.
Thank you, Guy. We spent last week continuing to bring everyone the exceptional performances of some of our Missouri athletes as they compete in the NCAA, both men's and women's basketball. We are going to do the same today, but with an additional twist. We have shown for weeks that where Missouri athletes go to play basketball, they make a mark. Good examples include Ryle Kalkbrenner out of Trinity Catholic, who while at Creighton has been among the highest percentage shooters in Division I year after year, and Caleb Love out of Christian Brothers, who arrives at the University of Arizona and becomes an All-American. And on the women's side, there is Natalie Bruns out of Kirkwood, who goes to the Big Apple to attend New York University. She not only becomes an All-American as a junior, but is also the National Player of the Year in Division III. And Natalie Potts out of Incarnate Word, who as a freshman last year was the Big Ten Freshman of the Year. We look forward to Natalie's arrival back after knee surgery. Those are great performances by Missouri athletes on teams that have only one on their roster from our state. But what happens when Missouri athletes group together as they dominate college rosters? Well, good things happen, and we will cover some of those right after we hear from our sponsors.
Hi, I'll have the avocado toast minus the avocado.
So, toast.
Yeah. Everything is so expensive these days.
Hey, Chevy gets it. That's why they're keeping prices down to earth, like on the most affordable EV in America. A super strong and capable Chevy truck. And a high-tech Chevy SUV. Why is Chevy making affordable vehicles connected by OnStar? It's so together we can do more.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Hey, welcome back to Where Are They Now Wednesdays here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. So who are we highlighting this weekend?
Well, let's take a look at these guys and ladies. Drake University is off to a 22-2 start this year. That is an improvement over a good season in the prior year when the Bulldogs won 28 and lost only 7. In the 24 season, there was one Missourian on the roster, Eric Northweather, out of Blair Oaks. At the end of that season, head coach Darren DeVries moved on to take the head coaching position at West Virginia. Change was in the air for Drake. Drake hires as their new head coach Ben McCollum. Ben won over 80% of the games he coached at Northwest Missouri State over 15 years. Ben won a lot of those games with superior Missouri talent. The new coach transformed his first roster at Drake, and he did so with talent he knew. Daniel Abreu, a graduate student forward out of Willard, Cale Combs, a sophomore guard out of Nixa, Isaiah Howard, a freshman guard out of Plattsburgh, Isaiah Jackson, a graduate student guard out of William Chrisman, Cam Manawu, a sophomore forward out of Staley, and Bennett Sturtz, a junior guard out of Liberty. They took different routes to Des Moines, but Coach McCollum knew that Missouri talent helped make for success in Maryville, and that has continued. Bennett Sturtz, Daniel Abreu, and Isaiah Jackson moved to Drake along with their coach from Northwest Missouri State. Cam Manawu and Cale Combs had been recruited out of high school by McCollum, but they both spent their first collegiate year as Wyoming Cowboys before becoming Bulldogs. And a recruit out of high school followed McCollum to his new program. That was Isaiah Howard out of Plattsburgh. 6 Missourians arrive in Des Moines. Did they have an impact? Oh, yes, they did. Remember, the Bulldogs are 22-2, scoring 71 points per game. That group of Missourians make up 48 of that total, or 68% of the scoring. That group has pulled down 21 rebounds per game, or 69% of the total boards. The Missourians combined 150 steals also make up 69% of the total. They get more dominant from there. These 6 players combined for 79% of the made three-point shots, 82% of the assists, and 84% of the blocked shots. As a team, Drake has a 2-game lead in the Missouri Valley Conference. Bennett Sturtz leads the conference in scoring, is second in the field goal percentage, first in assist to turnover ratio, and first in steals. Daniel Abreu is 5th in free throw shooting. The state of Iowa can thank Missouri for all that talent that is producing so well for Drake. The Kansas State women's basketball team is 22-3 and is currently ranked 14th in Division I. Missouri talent has a lot to do with that. Who crossed the state line to the west? Jalen Glenn, a senior guard out of Barstow. Briley Glenn, a senior guard out of Barstow. Eliza Maupin, a junior guard out of Webster Groves. And Serena Sundell, a senior guard out of Maryville. Briley is sitting out this year, but is integrally involved as she prepares for her final year of eligibility next year. But Jalen, Eliza, and Serena are getting after it on the court every game. Let's look at a recent game and see what impact the Missourians had. Last weekend, K-State hosted the then number 9 rated TCU Horned Frogs, who are led by Haley Van Lith and 6'7" Sedona Prince. The Wildcats took in water in the first half and were trailing by 6 at halftime in a game where they were scoring at less than half their normal rate. That is when Missouri, Serena Sundell took over. She scored 15 points in the third quarter to help K-State outscore the Frogs by 13. She scored 9 more in the fourth quarter to seal the win. The former Spoofhound scored 27 points, 24 in the second half. She also contributed 6 rebounds and 4 steals. Jalen Glenn provided the rock-solid game she has produced game after game for Kansas State. She was 6 for 7 from the field, including 2 for 2 from beyond the arc for 14 points. She grabbed 4 rebounds, made 2 assists, and she played defense, as she has become known to do, garnering 4 steals. There are 4 Missourians who have crossed the border to the east. When they did so, they arrived at Clarksville, Tennessee, home of the Austin Peay University Generals. The Generals are a member of the Atlantic Sun Conference. Who is playing for Austin Peay? That would be Terrell Gaines. He's a freshman forward out of Liberty Mountain View. Isaac Haney, who's a senior guard out of Kickapoo. Tate McCubbin, who's a freshman guard out of Battle. And Cy Witt, a graduate student forward out of Raytown South. This group is a bit different than the first 2 I discussed. The Missourians at Drake had in common a coach, They followed from Northwest Missouri State to Des Moines. And 3 of the 4 Missourians at K-State played on the same high school and or club team. These four come from different towns that are well apart: Columbia, Kansas City, Springfield, and Mountain View. But they now are all generals at Austin Peay. Those 4 players combined for almost 40 points and 15 rebounds per game. Isaac Haney and freshman Tate McCubbin have hit 48 and 45 three-pointers respectively, which is first and third on the team. Cy Witt's 13.2 points is the second high, and as a freshman, Tate McCubbin, out of Battle High, leads all generals with 35 steals. And in the what have you done lately category, while Austin Peay fell the last game out to North Alabama, it wasn't due to lack of Missouri production. Isaac Haney led all scorers with 24 points, while Cy Witt led the generals with 10 rebounds, just ahead of Isaac with 9. And Isaac Haney led all three-point shooters with 4 makes. 2 games ago, Austin Peay defeated Central Arkansas by 2. The generals had 4 in double figures, 3 of them from Missouri. Isaac Haney with 18, Cy Witt with 17, and Tate McCubbin with 10. Cy led his team with 9 rebounds, followed by Tate with 7. Those are 4 Missouri men getting it done as generals at Austin Peay. There are 5 women who crossed the state line to the east to be on the roster of Western Illinois University in Macomb, Illinois. Those 5 are Addie Brownfield. She's a junior guard out of Boonville. Kennedy Flanagan, a 5th-year student forward out of Highland. Kennedy Herrig, a freshman guard out of Liberty North. Reagan McCowan, a sophomore guard out of Lebanon. And Mia Nicastro, a junior guard out of St. Charles West. With these 5 Missouri athletes on the Western Illinois women's basketball roster, I have said before that the school could be better referenced as Missouri High School Alum East. The 12 and 11 Leathernecks are fortunate to have their Missouri pipeline as they dominate the top regions of their stat boards. Freshman Kennedy Herrig out of Liberty North appears to be in her redshirt year. The other 4 are getting up and down the court. While 4 are playing, 3 are generally in the top 4 of the team leaderboards. Reagan McCowan leads the way with 21.1 points and 8.1 rebounds. Mia Nicastro knocks down 14.9 points per game and pulls down 7 boards while leading the team with 20 blocked shots. Addie Brownfield contributes 8.2 points and 5.2 rebounds per game. The junior out of Boonville also leads her team with 86 assists and 41 steals. The top 3, Reagan McCowan, Mia Nicastro, and Addie Brownfield, combined to make up well over half of the team's points, assists, steals, and blocked shots. Their production came through this week, despite the Leathernecks dropping 2 conference games. Against Tennessee State, Reagan led all scorers with 22 and led her team with 12 rebounds. Addie came through with 6 assists and 12 points, while Mia scored 11. In their last game out against Tennessee Martin, Mia led her Leathernecks with 18 points and 11 rebounds. Reagan scored 16 and grabbed 7 boards. Those are Missourians on the active roster of a Division I team that would not be able to get along without our local talent. Before we switch gears a bit, let's hear from our sponsors, and we will get back at it on the other side.
The Walnut Street Inn is located in the heart of Springfield on historic Walnut Street, just blocks away from the Missouri State Campus, Hammons Field, Great Southern Arena, and downtown Springfield. The Walnut Street Inn features newly remodeled rooms, breakfast served daily, and a friendly, accommodating staff. The Walnut Street Inn is also a great venue for private events. Book your stay or get more information at walnutstreetinn.com or call 417-864-6346.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go, creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports.
Hey, welcome back to Where Are They Now Wednesdays here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And presented by one of our newest sponsors, RBW Agricultural Farm Equipment Sales, with locations in Bolivar and Moberly, Missouri, or you can visit them at rbwag.com. So where are we headed next, Kent?
Well, we're all familiar with one of the biggest awards in high school athletics, the Gatorade Player of the Year. I checked in on the Missouri Gatorade Players of the Year for boys and girls basketball who are still playing in the NCAA, and here's what I found. Winning for the boys in 2023 to 24 was Jaden Jones, who is now a freshman guard out of New Madrid County Central, playing Division I basketball at Lindenwood University in the Ohio Valley Conference. Jadis has established himself as a player both on the Lindenwood roster and in the Ohio Valley Conference. He is averaging 22.4 points and 6.1 rebounds. He has started every game and is shooting 52% from the field. He has 30 assists, 36 steals, and has blocked 24 shots. This week, he won the Ohio Valley Conference Freshman of the Week honor. And why not? He scored a double-double against Tennessee Martin, scoring 11 points and pulling down 11 rebounds. Winning for the girls last year was Jordan Spicer. She's a guard out of Christian High. She's at a Lutheran High in St. Charles. Jordan won last year as a junior in high school when she led her Lutheran St. Charles Cougars to a 26-5 record and a second-place finish in Missouri Class 5. This year, Jordan, as a senior, has led them to a 16-4 record after being bumped up to Class 6. Jordan has committed to play her college basketball at Kansas State University. Winning in 2022 to 23 for the boys was Kyan Evans. He's a sophomore guard out of Staley. He's playing Division I basketball at Colorado State University in the Mountain West Conference. Kyan moved into a starting spot as a sophomore this year. He is scoring 8.9 points and 3 rebounds per game. He is second on his team with 69 assists and has 16 steals to his credit thus far. His last time out against San Diego State, Kyan scored 9 points, including 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, while pulling down 6 rebounds. And winning in 2022 to 23 for the girls was Grace Slaughter. She's a sophomore guard out of Grain Valley, playing Division I women's basketball at the University of Missouri in the Southeastern Conference. Grace started her collegiate career by averaging 11.5 points and 3.4 rebounds per game. She shot 47% from the floor and 80% from the line. That performance placed her on the Southeastern Conference all-freshman team. Grace has ramped up her game in all facets this year. She is scoring 15.5 points per game on the strength of 50% shooting from the field and 86% from the free throw line. She is averaging 3.3 boards per game and has already increased her steals and block shot totals from a year ago. Against Texas A&M on Sunday, Grace poured in 29 points, shooting 9 of 17 from the floor, including 3 of 6 from beyond the arc and a perfect 8 for 8 from the line. Winning in 2021 to 22 for the boys was Luke Northweather. He's a redshirt sophomore center out of Blair Oaks, playing Division I basketball at the University of Oklahoma in the Southeastern Conference. Luke has played in 21 games this year for the Sooners, averaging 2.9 points and 1.7 rebounds per game. He recently scored 6 in back-to-back games against Vanderbilt and Auburn. Winning in 2021 to 22 for the girls was Bella Fauntleroy. She's a junior guard out of Kickapoo High School, playing Division I basketball at Baylor University in the Big 12 Conference. Bella started fast as a freshman 2 years ago. She played in all 33 games, starting 16. She recorded 3 double-doubles and scored in double figures 15 times that year. She earned Big 12 Freshman of the Week twice. Bella averaged 8.8 points and 5.1 rebounds her first year. As a sophomore, she appeared in all 34 games, starting 16. Bella was second among the Bears in three-point percentage and made threes. She averaged 9.6 points and 5 rebounds per game. In this, her junior season, she scored her career-high 29 points in a game and is averaging 9.1 points and 6.0 boards per outing. She has 866 points for her career and has a shot at hitting the 1,000 mark before the end of her junior year. Winning in 2020 to 21 for the boys was Aminu Muhammad, a guard out of Greenwood High, playing Division I basketball at Georgetown University in the Big East Conference. Aminu started out at Georgetown University, where he played 1 year. He started all 31 games as a freshman and led the Hoyas with 13.7 points per game. He also led Georgetown with 8.2 rebounds per game and 51 steals for the season. Following that season, he declared for the NBA draft, going undrafted. He led the Delaware Bluecoats to the NBA G League title in the 2022-23 season. Winning in 2020 to 21 for the girls was Natalie Potts. She's a sophomore guard out of Incarnate Word Academy, playing at the University of Nebraska in the Big Ten Conference. Natalie made a big splash in the Big Ten Conference her freshman year. She started all 35 games, averaging 10.6 points and 5.5 boards per game. She shot .489 from the field and .829 from the free throw line. She also got 33 steals and blocked 26 shots. She was named the Big Ten Conference Player of the Week 10 times. Following the season, she was named the Big Ten Freshman of the Year. She was named to the Big Ten All-Freshman team and was honorable mention All-Conference. Natalie was averaging 17.5 points through the first 4 games this year. She suffered a season-ending injury early in the 5th game, and we look forward to having her back next year. We have one more Missouri Gatorade Player of the Year still playing in the NCAA. Caleb Love is a 5th-year student. He plays guard. He's out of Christian Brothers, playing Division I basketball at the University of Arizona in the Big 12 Conference. Caleb played his first 3 years at North Carolina. He was named to the Atlantic Coast All-Freshman team. He followed that up with 2 consecutive seasons as honorable mention All-ACC. He transferred to the University of Arizona for his last 2 years of eligibility. He scored 648 points, averaging 18.0 points per game. He led the Wildcats in scoring, made threes, made field goals, and made free throws. ESPN named him a first-team All-American, and he was named on numerous second and third teams. He was the Pac-12 Player of the Year. This year, Caleb is averaging 16.3 points per game, along with 3.3 assists and 4.4 rebounds per outing. Caleb has now scored over 1,000 points in both the Atlantic Coast and Big 12 conferences. He has a combined career total of 2,516 following last week's games. Caleb is one of the few players in history to have played for 2 teams in 3 conferences. One conference change was a decision. The second one was made for him. Conference realignment. Guy, that's what I have for this week. There will be much more to report on by next week at this time.
Very good. We certainly appreciate everybody tuning in. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, hey, and be here for episode 45 next Wednesday.